from the world-famous TJ Ribs right here on Acadian I-10. This is the Overtime TV show with this man, Roman Banks, athletic director. How's it going, my man?
And my man, Chris Powell.
Chris Powers. All right, my man.
How you doing, man?
Man, everything's going great, my friend. Everything is going great. I had a nice trip, of course, to Houston, a win in overtime, and one of the most excited people at that whole stadium was this man right after the game. Boy, he was. We put him on the radio show, on the post-game show, and you were happy big time. It was a great game for Southern to come back. That's where you know, and you've said it as a coach. Coach Graves has said it as a coach, sometimes stats can be for losers because so we beat Prairie View in overtime. The very next week, Grambling, on that same week, beat Jackson State pretty well, but what they did was score touchdowns by turnovers. And then, so guess what? Prairie View the next week in 5 overtimes beats Grambling.
Yeah, I watched that game, and it's about matchups, it's about time, and it's about everything as it relates to game planning and game structures. And I'm only concerned about the Jaguars, right?
That's right.
And no doubt that I thought that the guys learned the lesson from their past experiences. And that's what you look for in a team because you're looking for growth. And the team that can continue to get better day in and day out usually can have a pretty good finish.
Right.
And so we want to win while we're getting better as well. And I think Coach Graves talked about that. You only had one starter and a couple of guys back on the offensive line, and we know that the interior is very important, right? And so you can see those guys continue to get better, understanding their blocking assignments. And so it was just a pleasure to see that they didn't quit. They kept fighting. We lost one like that at McNeese, but you want to think that they grew up from the McNeese game, was able to stay focused and win one. Perhaps that we didn't win through all the stats, but we won the game.
That's right. And, practice is great. Again, I don't want to say like Allen Iverson here.
Right.
But when you cut your teeth on a football game or basketball game or soccer game or whatever, and you're actually playing in the game, that I guarantee you that Coach Graves' team grew up big time on Saturday.
Yeah, no question. I think we have a young team when you start talking about it. Everybody – you come in, you hire somebody new, and we all want to win every game. But in this business, we know that it's a nurturing process. And I think Coach Graves, and I look at all our coaches that I feel comfortable with, really had a spirit of getting their teams better.
Right.
And that's what I like to see, and how you command the sidelines and how your assistant coaches work with you. And so it was a pleasure to see that, trusting the process, we were able to win one, and I think we're going to continue to grow from this point on. We got a tough game against Nichols, right? They played very well. They're a very physical team, but that's a test for us that's going to make us better for our next game as well.
No question about that. All right, Jaguar Nation, we got 5 home games this weekend. Starts with soccer, opens up SWAC play on Friday at home versus Alabama State at 7 p.m. So again, if you want to basically you're doing that tailgating and what have you, you want to be able to go to that game.
And so Friday, we anticipate a large tailgate crowd like we always do, RV crowd rather. And so I think, and I'm asking you to come out and support these young ladies. Look, we was right there close to winning that last year. Coach Fundo has been very competitive, and obviously going on the road, they've been on the road, and you see other teams supporting their teams. I just want to make sure that we're doing the same for our young ladies and for that team. And so I'm challenging everybody on Friday, if you can, and you're hanging out on the campus, which we have a great crowd hanging out on Friday nights, go into Mumford Stadium and take a look at those ladies. And they open up the conference. They need everything we can have, to go out and beat another good ball club.
No question. Then Alabama A&M is on Sunday. That's at 1 p.m. So you got 2 games at soccer Friday and Sunday. Then volleyball Sunday at 4 p.m. versus UAPB. And then Monday, what's that team up north that we play?
That team up north come in. I don't know whatever the name of that team is.
Seymour Gymnasium. The roof is going to be off that place. Yeah. Oh, my God. 6 p.m. start time there.
And so I was telling, we were speaking today, and I was telling Coach Dunn that's going to be on your show here in a minute that, we know the feature games. When a team like up north come in and a team from Old Mississippi, you don't need to advertise that one too much because everybody's going to be there. But our volleyball venue is such a special place. It gets loud. We try to create that chaos for them so it could be hostile territory to the visiting team. We actually been playing, in my opinion, good volleyball. And once again, a new coach is coming in and laying the groundwork, playing a lot of people, trying to find that rotation. But I look forward to this weekend and watching them. And once again, I think if you come and put your eyes on them, I think that you'll come back again as well.
Oh, it's fun. It's so fun to watch that game. And then, of course, the fifth game, Southern against Nicholls State, as we talked about. Coach, first time in 22 years we're playing Nicholls State. Last time we played them was 2002. This is a fun rivalry to play them. Next year we go. It's a home-and-home series. Next year we go to Thibodaux. But now, Nicholls State will come into A.W. Mumford Stadium. Like you said, they're a very physical football team. 6 p.m. start time. It'll be on the Go Jag Sports, which will be the Jaguar Sports Network, as well as the Southern University Radio Network. But also, there's still tickets available, single-game tickets for that game, but also the S Club still has tickets in their big end-zone den.
Yeah, so a lot of people got a chance to experience that our first home game, it's quite a treat, right? You're right there, feel like you own it. And my preference is, obviously being in the suites upstairs in the field house and being able to see that, and even on the sideline, you can't really hear because the way it's built, the excitement. But if you go sit in that end zone, you can feel that environment. You can hear the band. You can hear the fans. And it takes the game experience to a whole nother level. So it's exciting to sit down there. We're getting a lot of calls about that, about how do you get in there. And obviously you can go to gojazsports.com or call the ticket office 771-3171 and, get a chance to get in that place. But we're selling out pretty quickly. And coming up on homecoming, it seemed like that every sorority, every fraternity, every club member trying to get in that place.
That's exactly right. Both tennis teams back in action in the fall SWAC tournament at Alabama A&M. Also, cross country is going to be at Louisiana Tech. That is coming up. And, of course, don't forget the SWAC championship. That'll be on October 21st. Golf is going to be at Centenary. They're going to play Centenary in Alexandria.
Yeah, they're meeting halfway. And, obviously, they've been able to complete in a few contests, and golf bringing it back, being our newest sport to come back. We're very excited about the team we have. We have a young team, but that team has been very, very competitive. And so we think that we're going to make some noise very early in our young career bringing that sport back.
No question about that. Hey, Jaguar Nation, give it up for the cross-country men finished 7th at Nicholls State. A few top 30 finishes out of 130 runners. Women had some top 30 finishes out of 90 runners. Again, travel to Louisiana Tech, take on those Bulldogs on Saturday, this Saturday, October 5th.
Yeah, this Saturday. And they played well. I mean, we got people finishing in the top 30, and so that's pretty good. And, and you're just a tenth of a second away from doing a little better. So, that season is fastly coming to a close, and we'll be coming up on the conference tournament here in a few more weeks. And I like our chances where we are.
Fall just flies by.
Really quick.
I mean, it's just go. We'll be at the Bayou Classic tomorrow. I mean,
really quick.
I mean, we're already coming to the 5th game of the season at Nicholls State. Against Nicholls State this Saturday. Already number 5.
Yeah, they're telling me they like, we got our joint Bayou Classic meeting in New Orleans next week. I was like, what? I can't see that one right now, but I guess to say, my mind is still right here on these games coming, and that's down the line. But you have to prepare for the future, so we have a lot going on right now.
No question about that. All right, when we come back, we're talking soccer, and again, big matches on Friday and on Sunday at A.W. Mumford Stadium. We'll talk to the head coach, Jeremy Futno, when we come back. This is the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks.
You can't let Futno up here until his girls get here now.
Oh, yeah.
Are they here yet? The boss is here yet, Futno? Okay, all right, he can come on up.
So he's got coming up right here next as we continue right here from TJ Ribs on Acadian 910 right here on Pelican Sports
Let's
TV.
go, Jaguars.
Get your groove on with 3 new groovy games from the lottery. Put your boogie shoes on and pick up wild nines. You could win up to $9,000. Add in some smooth moves while adding up your cash. Play Add It Up. Win up to $15,000. This game is out of sight. Play Crossword Cash. Top prize is a whopping $30,000. Boogie on down to your nearest lottery retailer and play all 3 games today.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At Our Lady of the Lake Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
At TJ Ribs, we are passionate about three things: great food, exceptional service, and Southern University sports. Whether it's a watch party, tailgating event, or family meal, we're here to bring the party to you. Go Jags.
In my Louisiana, the day starts at 4 a.m.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic.
From sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. Now take charge of your phone upgrades with our best Go 5G plans and be upgrade ready as early as every year with Go 5G Next at T-Mobile.
Ouch! You really hurt yourself. Did you know there's a health clinic right here on campus just for you and all Southern University employees? That's right. CareSouth Medical and Dental's SU Clinic is located in the nursing school building and is ready to give you the quality and compassionate care that CareSouth is known for. If you're at work and you're not feeling well, come see us. CareSouth cares.
In a world where uncertainty reigns, one beacon of consistency emerges. Engineered for excellence and crafted with precision, it's more than a tool, it's a testament to your standards. Join the movement and elevate your expectations, because your time, your comfort, and your standards matter. Discover the difference. The Anthony Lawrence Collection.
All right, welcome back, everybody, right here to TJ Ribs on Acadiana I-10. It's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. Closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Powers. And the man, Jeremy Futno, head coach of the soccer team, joins us right here. Y'all give it up for Coach Jeremy Futno.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
My cousin down the road. But I tell you what, so far your team played very well against Louisiana Christian University. They beat them. Played tough against Sam Houston State. Coming off a bye week as we get ready for SWAC play. So what has pre-SWAC play has taught you about your team?
Really, I had a great leadership, and we had a lot of new players coming in. So I think it was more about learning each other, who's going to be the leader during out the games and things like that, who's going to step up. So we've been putting in players. Our freshmen been doing great. So being able to get that experience, and it's my first year trying to put everybody in the game and everything. Then we got into a few injuries. So having these 2-week buys before conference was kind of great for us because we was able to get at least 4 players back this week. So we're looking good to going towards conference.
I would seem that you would be happy that you're starting conference play at home.
Correct.
And it's Alabama State. Alabama State at 7 o'clock on Friday, October the 4th, and then Alabama A&M at 1 p.m. on Sunday. So starting at A.W. Mumford Stadium should get the fans there and get a real good feel of your team at a home matchup getting ready for SWAC, the rest of the SWAC play.
Well, to be honest, I think our conference schedule is set for greatness, being that we are at home every weekend. Football is at home.
Oh, wow.
Even at homecoming weekend. So it's set for us to win, to bring the fans out and bring that energy out from the players and everything. So I think we're in a good place.
And then after that, you go straight to Prairie View to Texas 2 swing. That will be Friday the 11th at 7 p.m. and on the 13th, Texas Southern at 1 o'clock.
And then, like I said, it's set for us to win because football is out there again.
We'll be in Houston that weekend.
The fans should be at
everything because of the way we love Southern University so much. So we do play PV at 7 o'clock on that Friday, and then turn around Texas Southern at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Where is the Texas Southern game on the campus?
On the campus, yeah.
So it'll be on the campus. So if you get there Thursday, get an opportunity to go to Prairie View. Prairie View's got some fine facilities, and then get a chance to go to Texas Southern before you head back here to Baton Rouge. So 1 o'clock game. So it'll be finished, and then you have plenty of time to get back home.
Plenty of time. You get the rest, and then also you don't get into that Houston traffic in the morning. So you get to come to the game, and after the game, everybody drive back I-10 smooth with a win.
And then you hit Buc-ee's on the way home, because Buc-ee's is right there at Baytown.
I
so
try to skip it, but we get a win. We get 2 wins. We're going to Buc-ee's.
I heard the football team, after winning over Prairie View A&M, they all the players were like, "Come on, coach, let's celebrate. Let's stop at Buc-ee's." Buc-ee's.
Yeah, my daughter said they can't dance, so they don't need to go no more.
And then, like you mentioned, how about this big homecoming weekend? On Friday, October 18th, Southern will take on the Grambling State Tigers at A.W. Mumford Stadium, 5 p.m. to start. That is going to be huge, Coach, with all the people in for homecoming.
Yeah, we push that game up for the fans to come. We able to party, tailgate all throughout the day, and then the game at 5, and then they could go to the Greek show for 7 p.m. And we should have them out at least by 7:15.
That's right. And then you still got the hangovers. Just stay on out, because then you could watch it on Sunday against UAPB and the Golden Lions at 1 o'clock, the Lionettes.
Correct. Yeah, and I think all of them is set for all the games. Going to be tough for us. We got a lot of new coaches, a lot of different experienced players that's coming back, and I think the conference has been stronger these last few years, and I think we're one of the teams that everybody want to beat. So I tell my players every day we got to prepare for each one different and be ready. But like I say, having it scheduled the way it is and the way it's set up for us, we're going to need our fan base to help us push through each and every one of the games.
So when do you put a game plan in when you're playing on a Friday and a Sunday? Do you put it in for both, like for Grambling and UAPB on that weekend? Or do you play Grambling first and then put the game plan in for Saturday for the Sunday matchup?
So we start off Monday bringing both teams in, both game plans for the team. And then each Tuesday we'll break down a little bit more in the details with them, because that's like our off day. So we're sending a lot of film to them. And then Wednesday we'll come in and speak more about the game on Friday. And then Thursday we'll bring in a little bit, but we don't want them to get too out of place on them for the Friday. And then we'll finish out on the Saturday to get ready for Sunday.
Because it's as a college coach, it's important to keep their schedule right.
Yeah,
if you mess anything up with that schedule, I remember a basketball team last year went to watch the men's basketball team on that Saturday, and when they played Sunday, they were out of whack because they messed up their schedule. It's always great to keep a routine in all college sports.
Correct. And the young ladies that I have on the roster, they ain't gonna let you. They expect that every single day same way. So as a coaching staff, we make sure we prepare. I make sure I call the coaches the night before, like, don't let me forget. And they'll say, hey, well, the players ain't gonna let you forget. So it's just a routine that we all have. And right now we're about used to it right now.
That sounds like good leadership to me on your team.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, because there's a lot of people said, okay, on any sport, coaches make a difference, but the players, when you have those players, Nick Saban said that, when you have those players that are guiding your team, 2 or 3 players on your team that are guiding the team, that's when you start getting success, because that means the team is now to get unity.
Right, and that's what we had struggled with at first, because we had 10 seniors, a few juniors, all of them wanted to be that person. They wanted to be that leader, but they didn't know how to do it together. So it was a lot of different communications going this way and that way, and they finally started to get together, starting to come together as a team, and you could see it towards the end. And I'm pleased and happy that we was able to get that off break. A lot of coaches don't like that break right there, especially 2-week span, but I think we got closer. I think we got better each and every day, and we have more players coming back from injuries, giving them time to get more healthy and everything. So I think we got better, and hopefully we'll be able to show it on Friday.
All right, Coach Jeremy Fontenot, thank you, my friend.
All right, thank you.
Head Coach Jeremy Fontenot for the Lady Jaguars soccer team. He was about to leave, Marty. He was like I said, soccer athletes are different kind of beast than any regular athlete because they don't stop moving. They're constantly moving.
The light is in front of me, and I'm sweating. I'm sweating in the inside. I'm ready to move from office.
I love it. Coming up, Coach Don Barnes talks volleyball as we continue with the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar athletics right here for the world-famous TJ Ribbs on a Acadian I-10. Back in a moment right here on Pelican Sports TV.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fruget. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fruget today.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce. Crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
Baton Rouge Primary Care Collaborative, a name with a big mission. Providing high-quality health care to our entire community, regardless of your ability to pay. We provide primary care services for adults and children, with expanded services such as radiology, podiatry, ophthalmology, and on-site lab and pharmacy services. And our new location on Plank Road is open and ready to serve you. Call today, same-day appointments, and walk-ins welcome. We are Baton Rouge Primary Care Collaborative.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right?
You ever come to Louisiana?
I need to try it first.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar athletics. We got Coach Pete Richardson in the house, of course, Hall of Fame. Coach Pete Richardson in the house. Give it up for Coach Pete. We got Robert Vaughn in the house, for God's sakes. How did Jonah let that happen? Robert is traveling his private jet all over the country, working for TJ Ribbs, doing everything he can. That's why the menu's all new and all that stuff. So he's in the house today. That's good. I'll just see Coach Graves is in the house as well. We got Coach Don Barnes from volleyball in the house. Give it up, Lady Jaguars. How are you doing, Coach?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little about Don Barnes that we may not know.
Wow. I come all the way from Chicago, Illinois.
From Chicago?
Yeah, Chi-Town,
okay.
South Side.
Mm-hmm.
Moved here. Actually, I left Chicago, kind of traveled the country a little bit, doing some coaching stops, and then I just actually moved from Phoenix, Arizona to come here. Big shout out to A.D. Banks and all the administration for calling me up saying, hey, what are you doing? I was sitting on my couch, and I was like, I'm ready to come to Southern University.
So how do you feel about the humidity? Have you used to the humidity yet?
I came from Phoenix, so I'm good.
Yeah, but it could be brutal. And so Phoenix
is a different type of humidity.
Right, dry heat to wet humidity.
Absolutely.
And then how do you feel about the food?
Listen, I got here, even on my interview, they eat. I'm like, no, I don't want to eat.
Right.
But we eat, we have fun, we're merry, and it's all good.
So let's talk about the new players that have helped out with this team. I know when you first get in, you have to see how your players are going to do and what have you. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel your new players have helped so far?
I love my team. Let me just say I love my team. I love the new players that have come in, the transfers, the grad students. They're all stepping in and doing an amazing job. I've got a couple transfers from Florida, Georgetown. I mean, everybody's stepping up and doing an amazing job.
Returning players?
Returning players are doing a fantastic job. They're leading. They're holding their teammates accountable, and couldn't ask for anything more from the returners.
Beat UNO, beat Dillard, just opened SWAC play on the road, took Prairie View to 5, took Texas Southern to 4. So you now got the taste of SWAC. Now you're coming into home games on Sunday at 4 versus UAPB, and Monday at Grambling State.
Yeah. You know what? The girls have all told me that, Coach, Grambling State's going to be like the biggest rivalry, things like that. So I'm preparing myself for that. But what I've noticed so far is our fans have been amazing. The crowds have been amazing. I have an amazing staff, and everybody's just pitching in and doing an amazing job.
It's a fun game to watch. I'm telling you. The first volleyball game I watched was at Southern.
Okay.
And it was the first one I ever watched, and I thought it was great. It was unbelievable. You got to keep your head up because the ball can come right to you.
Yeah, they come pretty fast.
But it's just so fun to see the competition and see how their vertical leap. These athletes are just so incredible. Their vertical leap can jump pretty high to get that ball over that net.
Yeah, you can't train athleticism, and what we've got on our team is a lot of great athletes. And so as a coaching staff, we're trying to figure out, figuring out the best athletes to put out on the floor, but it doesn't matter who we put out there. Everybody's stepping up and doing a great job.
How long do you think it takes you to realize what team you have? What are your perennial starters? What's going to come off the bench? All that kind of good stuff.
That's a great question.
Yeah, how long does it take you per into the season? How many games? Because I know for SWAC basketball, it takes all of the non-conference play, and then you start seeing who your perennial 5 are going to be, and who your players are going to be off the bench for the 1 or 2, and then that's when you start getting. And then in SWAC play, you got to be ready.
Oh yeah. So we had a amazing tough schedule for preseason. We traveled, all over the country that prepared us for SWAC. And I told the team early on, we're going to be tweaking with the lineup. We're going to be moving things around. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together. We're trying to put the pieces together that work. We're getting close to figuring out what's going to work for us, but even if we don't have it yet, we're going to get there in the next couple of games.
And they definitely follow you. I had a basketball coach years ago, college basketball coach, and I was a good friend of mine, and he said coaching was overrated. That's because he got burnt out. Coaching is not overrated. You teach those athletes, and they follow you.
Yeah.
They will follow you, and then when they say you lose the locker room, and it's over.
Yeah.
But it looks like you've got a good mark on what your team's going to be, what you want your team to be, and we can't wait to see these big games back Sunday and a Monday, back and forth right there.
It's super crazy, right? So we play Sunday, we play Pine Bluff at 4. We play Grambling Monday night at 6. We're hoping that the fans come out and support us, and it's the atmosphere that is happening in Seymour right now with the cheerleaders, the DJ. It's amazing. So
and
I'm
not
excited.
A bad seat in the house.
There's not. Like, you can sit there. You're going to see it all.
Yep, you're going to see it all. Going to be fun. Again, UAPB on Sunday at 4, Grambling on Monday at 6 p.m. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
Coach, nice to finally meet you. I saw you at the symposium way out, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you.
Yeah.
But now I get a finally chance to talk to you.
It was
Welcome
so nice.
to Southern University.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, for having me.
All right, thank you a lot. All right, when we come back, we've got football to talk. Terrence Graves is going to join us right here on the set. When we come back, is Coach Todd coming up next? Coach Todd's coming up next. We'll do that when we come back as we continue with the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics right here on Pelican Sports TV.
Get your groove on with 3 new groovy games from the lottery. Put your boogie shoes on and pick up Wild Nines. You could win up to $9,000. Add in some smooth moves while adding up your cash. Play Add It Up. Win up to $15,000. This game is out of sight. Play Crossword Cash. Top prize is a whopping $30,000. Boogie on down to your nearest lottery retailer and play all 3 games today.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At Our Lady of the Lake Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
At TJ Ribs, we are passionate about three things: great food, exceptional service, and Southern University sports. Whether it's a watch party, tailgating event, or family meal, we're here to bring the party to you. Go Jags.
In my Louisiana, the day starts at 4 a.m.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic.
From sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. Now take charge of your phone upgrades with our best Go 5G plans and be upgrade ready as early as every year with Go 5G Next at T-Mobile.
Ouch! You really hurt yourself. Did you know there's a health clinic right here on campus just for you and all Southern University employees? That's right. Care South Medical and Dental's SU Clinic is located in the nursing school building and is ready to give you the quality and compassionate care that Care South is known for. If you're at work and you're not feeling well, come see us. Care South cares.
In a world where uncertainty reigns, one beacon of consistency emerges. Engineered for excellence and crafted with precision, it's more than a tool, it's a testament to your standards. Join the movement and elevate your expectations, because your time, your comfort, and your standards matter. Discover the difference. The Anthony Lawrence Collection.
All right, welcome back, everybody. As we're talking, of course, football here on the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. Closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Coach Everett Todd joins us, special teams coach and defensive coordinator. How you doing, Coach?
Defensive ends. Defensive ends.
Did I say tight ends?
Coordinator.
Coordinator.
Yeah,
Boy,
we don't make Henry mad.
Boy, yeah, I get in trouble for that.
Yeah,
Coach Miller will give me look. He'll stare me down. I don't like Coach Miller stare downs. Yeah, defensive end, and obviously defensive ends are huge. When you got two bookends, that's unbelievable. Used to be where you get your outside linebackers to do that. Ricky Jackson, Pat Swilling were unbelievable. Now you get two defensive ends that play well. Kelby Givens is just unbelievable. Does that guy coach himself?
For most of it, yeah, he does. He does a great job
incredible.
of coming prepared for practice every day, and he has the right mental attitude. He's worked hard to get back to this point. You know, and so he's a joy to coach. Got to fuss at him a little bit every once in a while just to get him straight, keep him balanced. But he and Darius Harry on the opposite side of him are playing really well.
Both right there in tackles, like in the top 6 tackles. Both of them. Kelby Givens is number 1. I think Harry is like number I think 6 or something like that.
So yeah,
they're
it's
pretty close like that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about special teams.
Okay.
You're aggressive special teams. On kickoffs, I never see this. Fair catch on the kickoffs. If they catch it to the 5 or 6, they get it at the 25 automatically, but they're gone. You get pretty much you're aggressive on the kickoffs. I like that.
Yeah, we try to put the ball in a place where they make a decision to try to bring it out. And what we would like to be able to do is be able to stop them inside of the 20-25. And so as we get better and better as we go through the course of the season, we'll continue to do a better job of that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's our goal. Josh Griffin, our kicker, does a great job of placing the ball. He has a routine that he goes through every week that's, about where I want the ball to be, hang times that we want.
Right.
And he's done a great job of giving us that ball between the 3-yard line and 3 deep into the end zone on the numbers with about a 4-point whatever hang. And as long as he's over 4.0, then that gives us an opportunity. By the time he catches the ball, we should be relatively close to the 25-yard line. And so now if we'll do a good job of tackling, then we can make some stops.
Yeah, he's kicking those balls out of the end zone most of the time. Pham is coming along. Obviously, your punter.
Yes.
Averaged about 34, yards per punt. I know you'd like to get that just a little bit up.
Yes.
As he starts going, you see it gets his punt start going with hang time. Then it starts getting further and further as the game goes on.
Correct. So the big deal with him was that he was able to achieve the hang time part early on. So that was great, but he was only averaging, just above 30 initially, and so we had to work on getting that better, and each week he's getting better and better and better to the point where I think we've only had maybe 1 or 2 attempted returns. So we're at the point now where he's averaging right around 34 or whatever, but no returns. So now we want to get that closer and closer to 40 with no returns. Then that gives us an opportunity to be able to flip the field, which is what we're after.
And then special teams, you're aggressive. I'm talking about returns, kickoff returns. You don't see that often as well either.
No.
And when Coach Nick Saban got here to LSU, I was still covering LSU at that time, and I asked Coach, why do you put your first-string wide receivers on special teams? And he asked my name. I said, Chris. And he said, Chris, hence the name special teams. Special teams could turn a game around just like that. If you get a kickoff return, I want my best receiver out there with speed and it can catch, can find those lanes that are open, or a blocked punt. It changes the outcome of a game just like that.
So the thing that we're after with is we want to have a guy back there that has great speed, but we want a guy that's going to catch the ball.
Right.
And that's the thing that Witt's doing for us. He's doing a great job of catching the ball. And once he catches the ball, the guys know that he can run. So now it's their responsibility to do a great job of blocking for him and opening up those creases. And we've gotten really, really close the last couple of weeks to getting him through the gate on one, and that's what we're after.
So the older fans will always fuss when we say don't go back past the 10-yard line. With today's speed and the way things have evolved, do you think now it's maybe the 5-yard line? I don't think you should catch it anywhere in the 5. But let's say, for instance, you stop at the 10 and you stop at that wall at the 10-yard line and you call for the fair catch. Those punters now know how to put a spin on that ball, so chances are the ball's going to be dead inside that 10-yard line.
Correct.
So do you say now it's the 5? What do you tell your players? Do you?
Well, I put them on the 10, and we tell them not to back up. But if there's one that they know that they catch, and if the ball gives them an opportunity to return it, i.e. it's a shallow kick, it's not a high hanging kick with a great hang time. When the guy out kicks his coverage and he knows he has an opportunity to be able to bring the thing out, go ahead and bring the thing out. I trust with that, and I trust the guys do a great job of getting off and holding people up to give him an opportunity for a return. So long as that kick is low and not high and deep, then yeah, he's got an opportunity to bring it out. I give him the ability to be able to bring that thing out.
Yeah, with the speed nowadays, it's unbelievable. So Chandler Whitfield usually does most of the punt returns. He's got to do this. I mean, he's got to look at the ball and look at the defenders coming down. He's got to look at the runners coming down, the guns.
But most of the time he'll know based on the call whether we're trying to hold those guys up or whether we're trying to go after a block. He has an idea of how close they're probably going to get to him based on the kick. And so he's looking to see if that thing is hanging up there or if it's a line drive.
Right.
If it's a line drive, he knows that most of the time they're going to outkick the coverage and he's only going to have 1 or 2 people to make miss. And so that's his job. Typically, he ought to be able to make the snapper miss.
Right.
And now it's about what we do our job with the gunners.
Even the pro players, Shaheed did it this week for the Saints, caught the ball over his back at the 3-yard line, fumbled it, Falcons get a touchdown. If I was the coach, he wouldn't have came back to that sideline. I would have killed him.
So if it's over his head, obviously we got to let it go. And what he's done is he's done a great job of those kinds of kicks of giving them the illusion that he's going to fair catch it somewhere off to the side and they let it roll into the end zone.
Right.
So he's done a great job of that for us also this season.
So tell us, you've been in the SWAC for a long time. Tell us where you been.
Well, I started out at the place up north. Coach Graves and I spent a little bit of time there. Won a championship in 16 and played for another one in 17. Won the West, I believe, 3 years in a row. So we had a tremendous amount of success there. I went to Houston. My wife and I moved to Houston after that run, and I worked a year at Aldine Eisenhower as defensive ends coach, and taught high school for a year at Culver Magnet. Yeah, interesting experience. I'll never talk about a teacher ever again in life. And then I got a chance to go to Texas Southern to be the defensive coordinator for a year. I was there for a year, and then Graves gave me the opportunity to come and join his staff.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Definitely so. I like the special teams aggressiveness, whether it's, again, kickoffs. Griffith has got an NFL leg. Is it an advantage having him being a left-footed kicker? Now, I know like on a quarterback it can be an advantage because you got a different angle you got to come through. So as a left-footed kicker, is it any difference at all?
So the amazing thing about him is that he's a left-footed kicker who's been trained to kick it like a right-footed kicker. And so I want him to take advantage of being a left-footed kicker because he can put the ball to places that people don't normally get the ball kicked to. And so they have to really work on how they're going to reconfigure their returns. And the thing that he has, and you're right, he has a great leg. And the thing we wanted to do was work on consistency. You know, we had a spot, a territory we want the ball put in. We want a hang time that we want him to get the ball to. And if we can get that in the placement, then he gives us a great opportunity to be able to pin people in the areas. So now they got to decide, hey, do I fair catch this thing or do I try to bring this thing out? And so being a left-footed kicker with a great leg, we just want to hone in on the consistency.
And
that's
it's a
what he's getting.
finesse kind of deal. You got to be right on, like a golf swing or like a baseball swing, and you don't want to mess a kid's, deal up. One thing that Griffith does that I don't notice a lot of people do, it's like a pitch shot, kind of like a bump and run shot in golf. He didn't bring his leg all the way through. He just basically stops it right there at the thing. Have you ever tried to say you need to change that, or ever wanted to change it, or just let him go?
No, because he's developed the kind of torque that you want from the type of kick that he's using. All I ask him to do is just think about following through a little bit more. And as he follows through a little bit more, that helps him do a better job with placement, and it helps him on field goals. And I think he's developing some consistencies on those kind of things, and that's what we're after.
Coach Todd, thank you, man. Good to
Pleasure.
meet you, my brother.
Thank
All right, Coach Todd, right here coming up. Big sponsor to Southern University. We're glad to have her here. T-Mobile joins us in the house when we come back. Oh, actually, it's Coach Coach Graves is coming up next. Well, I'm trying to leave you out, Coach. I'm trying to leave Coach Graves out. She said, that's all right. I've done about 10 million TV shows this week. We'll be back with Coach Graves when we return right here after this timeout right here on Pelican Sports TV.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton & Fouget. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton & Fouget today.
Are you interested in a college major with numerous career opportunities? Look no further than the Southern University College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences. Agriculture is more than working on a farm. Our students are gaining hands-on experience and conducting cutting-edge research in the areas of agricultural sciences, family and consumer sciences, and urban forestry and natural resources. Our students also participate in internships and travel to national conferences. Our student organizations include students from diverse backgrounds with close bonds. These organizations provide our students with leadership and personal development skills needed to help them gain employment with top industry leaders. If you're not sure what you want to major in at Southern University, I encourage you to try Ag. For more information about the College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences, visit our website at www.suagcenter.com or call 225-771-2242.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce. Crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
Baton Rouge Primary Care Collaborative, a name with a big mission. Providing high-quality health care to our entire community, regardless of your ability to pay. We provide primary care services for adults and children, with expanded services such as radiology, podiatry, ophthalmology, and on-site lab and pharmacy services. And our new location on Plank Road is open and ready to serve you. Call today, same-day appointments, and walk-ins welcome. We are Baton Rouge Primary Care Collaborative.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right? You ever come to Louisiana?
I need to try it first.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We got the man, Coach Terrence Graves, in the house. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Chris?
Doing good, my man. Doing good, brother. All right, now we've got a big, unbelievable comeback. Coming back on the road is pretty tough in itself. You did that in thrilling fashion. They went up by 8. They kicked the field goal to put them up by 8. And then, obviously, you came back and got the touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and took them in the first overtime and won over Prairie on the road at Prairie View. That was pretty tough. And like I told you earlier, I'm assuming your team has just grown big time after that win.
Oh yeah, they grew up after that game. We told them that it was going to be tough to play on the road. We knew that PV was the backs was against the wall because they had already lost the Western Division game. So we knew they were backed up into the corner, so they were going to come out fighting. They were going to give us their best shot. So they came out and they were ready to go, and we had some adversity, but those guys came together at halftime, say, Coach, we got you. And those guys came out and fought, and we came back and won the game. So hats off to them.
Yeah, and so there's not a lot of things you can change at halftime. You can't change a whole playbook. You can't come up, all right, that was my spreadsheet, my offensive play calling, defensive play callings for the first half. Now let's move to this half. You've got to practice that all week long. What kind of adjustments do you make at halftime?
Well, number one, you just get their attention, and that's what we did. We got their attention. We told them basically, hey, we're better than what we've shown. Those guys, we challenged them to be the team that we know they're capable of being. We ran the same stuff, and those guys came out, and they executed at a high level, and we were able to win.
Offensive line, you're switching in and out as the game goes on. That's pretty good. Trying to get that low line to be where you need it to be. Very good performance. Southern ran very good in that game.
Yeah, we had over 200 yards rushing. Well, with the negative yards, we had like 191, I believe, but that's close to 200 yards. And anytime you can rush for close to 200 yards or more, that means the offensive line is doing a good job. Those guys, again, we had 1.5 guys returning, so we got some older guys, but it takes a little time to gel. As I always say, in today's society, it's microwave, but it's more crock pot. For us, so those guys have to have time to gel together. And those guys came out, and when you saw them knocking guys 10 yards off the ball, we knew that they had gotten the confidence, and they got together and said they were determined to do what we need to do in our offensive line.
We talked about the physicality of Nicholls State's offense. And they run the ball. They're going to run the ball down your throat, run the ball. But let's go to defense, because defense is pretty physical too. Look, they only allow opponents to average 2.8 yards per carry and 78.5 yards per game. So they're holding their opposing teams under 100 yards rushing. That's pretty impressive. They're a very aggressive style defense. You said you feel they're going to blitz a lot in this game.
Well, they do a lot of five-man pressure. We call it zone blitzing. Well, they'll bring a linebacker or safety, and they'll drop the defensive lineman out. So they'll give you an illusion that they're bringing a whole bunch of people, but then they want to, they want you to check in the pass and then throw something quick, but they're dropping guys in those passing lanes. So we just got to be able to recognize when they do it. There's some telltale signs when you know they're going to zone blitz and when they're going to, just line up and play ball. So we just got to make sure that we lock in on that, and then we just got to respond and do what we know we're able to do.
No question about that. How do you could see it, him progressing every single week, but Noah's continuing to get better and better and better as time goes on. That 2-point conversion he threw, basically he had two guys coming after him, threw off his back foot, if I can remember right, and threw a perfect pass for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job of staring down the barrel of the gun and standing in there and completing that pass, because that was huge. And Quay Davis did a great job of finding where to be, and he really caught the he caught the ball and made sure he was in for the 2-point conversion. So that was huge because, you know, we have a scale that we go by. So it's like, it's not just you just kick an extra point. If you're down so many points, it tells you to go by 1 or go for 2 and all that kind of stuff. So we knew we had to go for 2 because I think it was 8-point ball game. So we had to make sure that we got the touchdown plus the 2-point conversion, which made it 8 points. So tied it up and took it to overtime. We're
doing the play-by-play on the air. Coach Pete's my color analyst. He's still a coach because he was go to the right, go right. He was blowing me over and stuff like that, man. He was yelling, oh, he's got touchdown.
Hey, once it's in you, it's always in you. It's always in you. That's why he's still Coach Richardson.
That's right. Coach, thank you, and good luck in this week's game against Nicholls State. 6 p.m. kickoff from A.W. Mumford Stadium. All right, when we come back, we got T-Mobile on here, big corporate sponsor for Southern University, right here next on Pelican Sports TV.
Go Jags.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary.
I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary.
Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
I need to try it first.
We're connected to the collection.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We got Christine Lynn here from Senior Area Sales Manager, Small Town Rural America for T-Mobile. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm about to call you Coach for some reason. I guess you coach people up. Hey, you want to get it going.
Hey, I do that too.
So what are the things that are happening right now at T-Mobile?
Some amazing things. So T-Mobile is now the world's largest wireless carrier and fastest 5G network in the country. So we are breaking barriers and doing some great things.
Cool deal. And I'm liking you wearing your pink, which is that's your official color.
Yes.
It's pink game this week at A.W. Mumford Stadium, by the way, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So tell us, why was it important to be a sponsor of Southern University?
Hey, you know, SU is near and dear to my heart, but being the largest HBCU in the state and also the oldest public, hey, greatest fans as well, right? So why not Southern? And we are doing some amazing things in the backyard, and hey, we want to give back.
Cool deal. What kind of specials going on right now at T-Mobile?
Ooh, a lot. So HSI is probably the biggest, our home internet. We are just saving people money, doing it the right way, and providing them with some very fast internet service. So that's probably what we're hanging our hat on right now.
Where's the best place to get more information from T-Mobile? To the website? Go to the place?
Go to the amazing stores that I lead in this area, and some of the leaders are here today. Shout out to them. But
give it up for them.
Denham Springs, Port Allen, all the Baton Rouge locations, anywhere we have the best people, and that's what makes T-Mobile different from every other carrier is the people that work for us.
Cool deal. And you're going to be at this week's game, right?
Absolutely.
And halftime of my show again, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Hey,
cool
go
deal.
Jags.
That's it. Christine Lean, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank
again,
you.
Senior Area Sales Manager, Small Town Rural America, T-Mobile. We thank you for being on the show and big supporter for Southern. We couldn't do it without supporters like this, corporate sponsors like this, big time. We'll be back and wrap things up right here from TJ Ribs on Acadian I-10 right after this time out on Pelican Sports TV.
Awesome. Thank you.
Perfect.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary.
I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary.
Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
I need to try it first.
We're connected to the collection.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We got so much stuff going on this weekend. As we mentioned, Coach, 5 home games at Southern this weekend.
Yeah, a lot going on. Just like the show flew by real quickly here. We got about 2 minutes, Chris, to get this done.
Here we go. Nicholls State going to be a big game. That's Saturday at 6 o'clock, A.W. Mumford Stadium. Also, Alcorn State, that's homecoming. That's a couple of weeks from now. Let's go to volleyball. Going to be on Sunday, UAPB, first home game, and then Grambling on Monday. That's at 6 p.m.
Grambling on Monday, that's right.
And then soccer plays on Friday at 7 p.m., open SWAC play, and then Alabama A&M at 1 p.m. at A.W. Mumford
And
Stadium.
everybody could go to gojazzsports.com. I know we're spitting that out real quickly to follow all our programs and to be able to get all the schedules going on. We actually got we start selling Bayou Classic tickets on campus.
Wow.
We start next week with tailgates for homecoming. We got a lot going on. The Bayou Classic tickets is like, going very quickly.
Cool.
So we got a lot going on to try to keep everybody informed. So go to gojazzsports.com and follow us.
All right, we've got a young lady. Step up to the mic. Tell everybody your name. A little closer. Go ahead. All right, pull the name out. This is for homecoming tickets from TJ Ribs.
As they say, what's your mama name?
LaShonda Sturgis.
LaShonda Sturgis. Look just like her mama over there. Look at her over there. We're training up a child.
All right, we've got Shasta Cryer. Congratulations, homecoming ticket.
Oh, homecoming ticket. Okay.
This is from TJ Ribs. One more, and here we've got it. Chris Powers. Good night, everybody. Let's see. Bernadine Harris. Bernadine Harris, congratulations.
Well, yeah, all right.
All right, look at this now. Boy, we feel like royalty here.
Oh,
this is now their new Surf and Turf. Tell us about it, Mr. Jonah. What is this all about? And this is going to be on Tuesday nights. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. So Tuesday nights, now on, you'll see the same shrimp from that Shrimp-tastic you guys know and love. It's going to be 10 of those, plus a 7-ounce sirloin, $25.95, plus 2 sides. Cannot beat the deal. I promise you, you leave full, you leave happy, my man.
That's right. That's an unbelievable deal. Look at that, Coach. You can't even touch a plate. It's that
yeah,
hot.
they just did that for you.
Wow,
Special made, Chris.
Wow, I feel
Coach
big.
Dahl, it's your birthday tomorrow.
Next
Today,
overcome.
tomorrow. What we got?
Coach Boyle's birthday tomorrow.
Coach Dahl, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Coach Doyle, congratulations. Hey,
anybody in the
we'll
house,
catch you for
Trailer, happy
homecoming in
birthday.
2 weeks.
My son Trailer, happy birthday back there. We're gone. Go, Jack.